Hello and welcome to Vector Thrust. You're currently looking at what happens when you load no map into the editor in the game, and I've made a mission. So we're going to test that mission with an F4J, and this is a micro missile pod. Alright, let's get started. Now, I immediately start falling down. That's something I need to fix. Also, you notice at the top it said AWACS, heads up, they spotted you. I scripted that. Yay, I made that. I made this. Look, see, there's planes. They're gonna try to shoot me down. There's these other planes. They're gonna try to run away. I'm going really fast. My goal is to take out all the targets, all the TGTs, which are all B-52s, and I have to take them out before they leave the mission area. I think if I let them leave the mission area, nothing happens, because I need to fix that, because I'm trying to figure out how to use this editor, because it's... Whoa. Whoops. Did I get hit? Oh, no, I didn't. This mission editor, I am not used to it. It is... It's weird. Fortunately, this mission is fairly easy. It's supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be the first mission in a campaign. That is what I hoped for in the end. And I think I accidentally wasted a missile. Oh well. But as you can see, I'm going through, firing missiles everywhere, trying to wreck all these planes. Damn it! I just lost the lock when I fired that last missile. And then once I destroy this last one, you should see a mission success. And please don't shoot me down before that happens. Oh, I need to fire another missile at it. Oh god, it's got guns. And I died. Hey, I took it out just after I died, but I died, so I lost. And the game just crashed. Lovely. This game is in early alpha though, so you must forgive it for the occasional crash, because really it's not its fault. I'm gonna go back to the editor real fast, and now I'm going to share with you kind of what I've learned so far. So first of all, you want to start with a map. I tried to make my own, which doesn't work. I should probably delete it. And bam, you're loaded into a map. Everything looks strange? Yeah, that's because you're inside a mountain. Go down to the bottom, change your speed to something reasonable, like 10,000, so you can move around at a decent speed. And it's WASD to move the camera around. And then you have, what's it called? The right click and rotate your mouse to choose where you're pointing. There's main scene data. Oh yes, there's main scene data. There's also this where you can add a whole bunch of stuff. So you can add, see, like for example, you can add a command center or, you know, aircraft once it loads. Give it a moment. Sometimes it's a little slow to load things in. But now you can see I have an A10 loaded, and then I can place it. And, oh yeah, right now I'm just in the map editor, so these are just like static objects. But once I go over to the mission editor, if I start placing them here, it's going to start having, whatchamacallits, stuff happening about the things. This is my mission that I made. I'm gonna load it. Sometimes there's weird sounds when you load things, which is funny. Anyhow, you can see, it's kind of hard to see. You can see over here, oh yes, this is one of the planes that spawns way out here. Whoop. Because there's actually some extra planes besides what you're actually just attacking. Here's one of them. There's another one over here. Whoa. Ah. Yes, there we go. And then if I turn the camera back towards everything else, here we go. There's all our main targets and their escort fighters. You can see it's kind of a loose collection of fighters around B-52s. And then of course we spawn right over here. And oh geez. Okay, so basically you go through here in the units menu, which is the objects menu in the left, which is called mission units. Yeah, it's a little inconsistent, but whatever. And you select which type of thing you're looking for, and then which exact thing you want, and then you place it. And when you place it on the ground first, and then you select its altitude, and then you select its orientation. And of course you can modify these values later. And the way you modify them later is you open up the list, which is unit list. And so, like for instance, this is the third object, which is a B-52H called Burke, and you select object. And then over in the mission units panel, you click edit. And now you can see where I've named him the Squad Big Bomba and ace name Burke And Team 0 is the enemies, by the way, and Team 1 is you. I got that backwards at first, so I had to go through all of these and change them around. You can choose the AI type. Ace is really smart. Grunt is kind of your standard AI. There's skill levels. You can select a mission for them. There's actually several missions in here that are AI missions. Well, it says AI mission. And those are in the rules right here, NPC missions. And so, like, you can see this one, it's escape to a point, and then use view chords, so you can like move the camera there and then go to that point. And I don't know what the map button does. When I tried to use it, I broke something, so I'm gonna ignore that. But the bombers are trying to get to the top right corner of the map. The civilian is this plane in the bottom right that's kind of going up. There's the catbird, which is following these waypoints because it's actually escape by waypoints, so it just follows waypoints you lay on the map. Then there's the F-15A defenders, which are all these F-15s surrounding the bombers, which are supposed to defend them. The problem that I'm having with that, I'm pretty sure there's some way I'm supposed to tell them what, like, I have the mission here, protect targets, but I don't have any targets selected, and I'm wondering if I have to say, go over here to the mission units and go over to one of these and like select it, and then go over to target and NPC missions, and well, see, this is just add mission, and then this is just going to ask me to which mission do I want to add, in which case I'd say F-15, the F-15A defenders, and then active, yeah, well, it says active no, but that doesn't actually do anything as far as I can tell, and it's like, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what you're trying to do, game, and I just wish there were better, what's it called, better tutorials on how to use this stuff, because it's very complex and not very well explained. Of course, this is an alpha. I don't blame them too much. Plus, it can be just kind of difficult overall. So the really weird, complex part is you have to, first of all, you'd say, like, you have to have, like, your main mission, which is how it starts, and it gives you one by default. You want to create actions for everything that happens. Like, okay, this one, play dialogue spotted, so it's a, when you add an action, it pops up a thing, and you choose what type of action. And then in this case, play dialogue, and then chose that one. In this case, it's changed the mission state, the level state, to clear. And you can also name these things so it's easier to see what's what. So this one's named mission clear because it's about clearing the mission. This one is about this. Oh yeah, and then triggers. So you make actions, and these are just things that do things. Then you use triggers to make the actions actually happen. And it's really weird how it's designed. It's kind of weird to get used to. But start active, you should have yes. I think always, but I'm not sure. There's probably some things where it's maybe you would say not start active, but then some other trigger will trigger it or something. And then you go to linked actions, and then you have to add a list, or in this case, there's already a list, and it's not named, but and then you say add action, and then you choose one of the actions that you have and add it into the list. And then I'm placing a plane right now because I accidentally clicked in the background. So you can see that after I accidentally clicked, it created a plane. Then it was asking for the height, and now it's asking for the orientation. So yeah, that was a mistake. Whoops. But yeah, it's really weird because you add an action list and then add an action to that list. And then, oh yeah, and then there's rules. So it's like you can have it. I'm guessing this is like, oh yeah, this is how many seconds until it happens. I'm pretty sure because in this case, it's a timer. It's a timer trigger. So after 1 second, it triggers the dialogue. And then if you go all the way over here to dialogue, that's where the actual dialogue is. And you can add several lines, and I just had it sender name, add AWACS, sender text, heads up, they've spotted you, and you can choose the colors, and you can add voice files, although I'm not sure exactly how you do that. But that'd be kind of cool once I learn more about this game and how to set up these missions and stuff. I plan to try and make like full-on, I want to make a full-on campaign. That's why this is called, this mission file is called G1_1_intercept. Because it's a bomber intercept, hence intercept. It's the first mission, hence the 1, and G1 just because guard 13007, and it's the first campaign that I've done, so G1. And, you know, it's just to give it a unique name. And Then there's conditions, which I honestly, I don't understand what these are. It's linked triggers, linked actions. I don't know what this does. See, like, I don't know what pointers does either. I can get what variables do, like if you want to store custom variables for some reason, but what is the... Oh, is this like a thing that says, hey, go this way? I would imagine so. Maybe it's supposed to be like waypoints, in which case it should probably be called waypoints. Oh yes, and then there's mutators, because this game supports mutators, such as egg plane mode, which makes your planes eggy shaped. I'm just gonna play it right now, just to show you that. Oh yes, and when you go to test it, it allows you to select what plane and what weapon you're using. And weird random loud noises tend to happen when you are in the loading. Alright, let's take a look at... It's actually not what I was expecting this plane to look like. That is also not what I was expecting that to sound like. Oh, check that out. Look, air brakes. So I can just slam on the brakes and then fall out of the sky. Wait for it, wait for it. Stall warning. There we go. And now I accelerate again. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, you know what? I think I've accidentally loaded with no map. No, the map's there. For some reason, the mission isn't. I don't know what I've done to cause this, but something to do with how I was messing with things. Somehow I, broke things. Let's just slam on the brakes again. Because I think it's so cool that we can, with this plane, just slam on the brakes. I kind of want to zoom out a bit, but I can't. Oh, I can move the mouse around to... Wow. Yeah, this is the egg plane mutator. It makes your planes really short and squat. So at least we know what that does now. Okay. The gun isn't overheating. Oh hey, since we're in third person, let me just put the camera like this and deploy chaff and... Damn it. Deploy chaff and flares, which seem to only be coming out of one side, which kind of sucks. And I wonder if that's to do with the mutator or not. I don't know. I've never actually seen Minecraft shooting out chaff or flares before, because I always play from cockpit. Which I wish we had an actual cockpit interior instead of just the this like interface, like a HUD. Because literally, the front of the nose cam, this, and the cockpit, this. I'm switching between them rapidly, and you almost can't tell. The only way you can tell is there's like a slight stuttering caused by it, and so it's really kind of sucks. But I'm sure that'll be improved with time. Again, early access. But this game is already really fun and fairly complete, in my opinion. Like it's I'm sure there's more, but like, there's already this really nice challenge mode, there's lots of planes, they're adding more planes all the time. Well, not all the time, I don't know when the last update was, I don't know specifics exactly, but they are, or when I say they, it's also one guy, I forgot about that part. Yeah, it's one guy, he's adding stuff, and it's awesome. I want to be able to land, just putting that out there, I want to be able to land. Look at that. The true power of an A-10. Alright, well that's all for now. I'm gonna crash this. Thanks for watching. As always, see you in space. Come on, stall and die. There we go. See, I'm falling? That's called a stall. It's very dangerous. And now I'm going to die. Oh, come on. Yep, gonna die. Thanks for watching. As always. Did I already say that? See you in space. And weird random loud noises tend to happen when you are in the loading. Alright, let's take a look at